Hello, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright is returning. In the last episode, we uncovered more details about the DL6 incident, and all but confirmed, well, we confirmed Gordy isn't real, and we all but confirmed that, the guy at the boat rental shop is Yanni Yogi, who was the suspected murderer in, not suspected murder, the murderer in the DL6 incident that got off scot-free because of his defense attorney, Robert Hammond, who was the victim in this case. So, this will be interesting to see how this plays out. December 27th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. There's Manfred von Karma, stylish as ever. Court is now in session for the trial on Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from... Haha, yeah right, buddy. Yeah right, buddy. Order, order! Mr. von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. I don't know if mysterious is the word that I would use to describe him. Witness, state your profession.
Oops. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle, Gourd Lake. And I also wet boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who the old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute. The witness has not stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Don't you and your little finger wag. Stop asking trivial. I don't know if I would call the name of the witness trivial. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure.
Yep. What do you mean?
My memory.
Oh, and the memory too. Yeah, he's Yanni Yogi. He's actually just Yanni Yogi. He has a bird named Polly, who's also the same name as his ex-fiancée, Polly Jenkins. He lost his memory, and his bird knows the name of the DL6 incident. Come on. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years, and I wonder why that is. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear this testimony then, shall we, witness? Okay, well, that shouldn't have worked, but we're gonna roll with it anyway.
It was night the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I wet boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just a-floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Are you gonna tell me I can't cross-examine? There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright. Yeah, of course I'm gonna cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Oh, someone get pissy because it's 3 minutes are up. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, I want to hear more about the guy who came walking by his window. So let's just figure out that. May I watch from my window? By your window?
Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
I know Montgomery spent time preparing his witness, so I'm not going to find contradictions so easily in his testimony. Stop being a lawyer. Okay. Let's just go back to that news statement he added. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Well, that'll wake him up. Oh, it did.
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth?
It was him, that Edgeworth boy.
Oh, he's dead. And so is our case, apparently. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma, he lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. That's the same thing you tried to do yesterday with the stupid photo. You're like, wait, don't look at the photo, don't do it! And then we thought that there was nothing wrong with the photo, and then you almost got us, but then we figured the contradiction. Which means there's gotta be something here too. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
Better act quicker, this trial is going to be over. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left? Yes, I'm referring to that. Oh, you're gonna tell me it's BS now? That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. Judge Lawson, not watching. Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, then show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good as something I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. The video has only been going on for 8 minutes. Just so you know. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. I think he did that when he fell over. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Did I screw up somewhere? Where did I screw? Did I miss a contradiction? No one's already needed for more time to decide the case against the... No. The case is extremely clear. I've seen him from... What? No. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. Where? That's an actual guilty verdict. Like, the game didn't bait me with the court finds the defendant, objection! Like, the last minute objection. The game actually gave me a guilty. So is that game over then? Okay. I mean, at least I saved before the start of the trial. Where did I screw up? What did I miss in his testimony? He said, night of the 24th, just after midnight. He's in the restaurant where I... Maybe I should have pressed on the statement where he's like, where I, rent boats as usual. Like, he was unsure of it. I should have asked about the bang. There's so much I should have done. Like, there was so much in that testimony that I should have asked about that I didn't. It's my fault. This one's all on me. It's... Okay. To be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, don't worry. We'll try it again next time. What? 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 Who's me? Huh? What? Hey, what? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did a gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh, we got you. Oh, and you know what's great about this? Von Karma can't twist the testimony. They have no time to prepare. So Von Karma can't say anything to Larry. He has to do it off the cuff. No further corruption. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edwards just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? This is called fair. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Oh, by the skin of my teeth. And I really thought I screwed up that time. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn to a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear the new witness. The court is adjourned. Okay. This is it. This is our last chance. December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? Something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. Yeah, oh wow, that's a monumentally stupid thing to do. Like, that's an actually idiotic thing for someone to do. Like, there's stupid things for you to do, and then there's picking up a murder weapon. What a stupid thing. Why would you do that? I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? Exactly what I said earlier. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15. No, it wasn't. It was like 8. I counted. I'm recording this. It hasn't even been 15 minutes yet. It's been 14. And probably even less than that for you guys because of the sync test. Okay, Larry. It's up to Larry to save the day. It could have been anybody else but Larry. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. It is, don't worry. We got him. There's nothing. Von Karma can't twist this. Okay. That night I was out on a boat in the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the bow back in the rental dock shop. Then just as I was going home, I heard a bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went, oh, gotcha! Nope, nope, no you didn't, no you didn't, because, where's the thing that shows it? I heard 2 gunshots. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight on December 25th. 2 gunshots, there were 2. There were 2 gunshots. I mean, there were 3, but there were 2 that Lotta heard. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, go all the way to the end. And... present. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? You're sure? That's what I my throat is dying. That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? You pick this moment of all to listen to the radio. Order, order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Yeah, but guess what? You are not the one calling the shots here, the judges, and he agrees with us. Larry testifies. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. But nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Yeah, I agree. Don't you? Get it? Because he doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there was any other way out of this, believe me. Okay, what did you hear? It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an Oliver Crest show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Okay. What was the DJ saying? If you really remember what the DJ was saying. Can't everybody listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was possibly nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it's difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Okay. So just to prove it, what exactly did you hear the DJ say? What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these Nope, this is pretty important. This is pretty important. Yeah, we should care. We should care. You want to know why we should care? We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Because we're trying to establish that he was in fact listening to the radio. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the... Oh, wait a second! Wait a second. I heard 2 gunshots just like... I heard 2 shots like... I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight. But the guy on the radio, or the girl on the radio said it's almost Christmas. So he heard this. Oh, we got it. This makes perfect sense. Wait, the photo. Where's the photo? Where it is? Where is it? Where was the second lake photo? Where was it? Do we not have the second lake? Here it is, right? No, where is it? Second lake photo. Taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50 p.m. The camera is registered. The camera is set to go off from loud noises like gunshots. The pistol was fired 3 times, right? It fired twice after midnight, and it fired once before midnight. Oh, we got it. And the third time, or the first time, the second 2 times. Okay, I don't care why it was fired the second 2 times. What if he was murdered before he got on the boat? Does that make sense? Does that logic follow? Like if he was murdered before Edgeworth got on the boat, and then maybe the murderer set it up so that Edgeworth would be framed. Does that make sense? Does that work? I think that works. That connects all the evidence together, right? Maybe? I think so. Here, let's just let's go present the law's disposition against us. Okay. I think I might have this down. I think I figured it out. Okay. I'm trying to think. So if he was murdered beforehand, so then the murderer goes out into the boat to meet Edgeworth, and then I guess he just like fires twice. He fires twice to give the illusion. Oh no, he fires twice because so if Yeti Yogi is the guy at the boat rental shop, right? Which is all but confirmed at this point. And he heard somebody walking by the shop, then he knew somebody was there, so he fired the gunshot so that he would be able to create a witness, right? So that someone would be able to say, I heard the gunshots, Edgeworth was on the boat, I saw him, I think we got it. I think we cracked the case. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Nowhere left to run. Nowhere left to run. I could be completely wrong, but it would explain every question I've had up until this point. It would explain why the pistol was fired 3 times. It would explain, how he was able to be murdered from such close range despite Edgeworth having not been the shooter. And it would explain why Larry heard the 3rd gunshot before. Yes, this all makes perfect sense. Okay, what does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Nope, he's not. He's absolutely not. Just look at him, suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence. I do have evidence. Show me evidence it was a gunshot before midnight. I could show the pistol, but we need proof that it happened before midnight, and that proof is this. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 4th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's something on the lake in the picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does it leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to the loud noises, yes? There is no proof that yes, there is! Yes, there is! Hey, my nose is clear that night, man, clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove the loud noise 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? I can. I absolutely can. The pistol was fired 3 times! This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, that leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night in the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 50 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. I already figured it out, wait a second. Gunshot separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes! If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Right? I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Yes, I believe it has. I think Phoenix just realized what I realized. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Nope. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Nope. No, they weren't. No, they absolutely were not. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Yup, that's exactly what I said. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men in the boat are, Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. That's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, right? It's not an option. But we don't know it because the witness, the old man, did not tell us what his name was. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? But again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out into the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well, then where did the murder take place? Show the judge where yeah, it took place at the boat shop. So, here-ish. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned to boat? The boat shop. Nowhere left to run, Mr. Yogi. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court, from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. I'm pretty sure about it. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. Actually, I just thought of something. So logically, everything that I've just said makes perfect sense. It explains everything. It legitimately explains everything. Except the motive. Yenny Yogi got off innocent because of Robert Hammond. So why would he murder him? That part's boggling me a little bit. I hadn't thought about that before, but now that we're actually saying it out loud, I'm thinking, wait a second, why would he do that? Maybe the motive's gonna be in here. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and he went out onto the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol in the boat? The boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anybody? Duh. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment. Yep, that's exactly what I said. That's exactly. He shot twice to create a witness. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Did I figure it out? Did we do it? Birdliff, bring out the witness from the before. The boat shop caretaker. Quickly. Yep, we did it. I think we did it. Thank you, Larry. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness disappeared! He's at the boat shop. Oh, he's on the run! He's on the run! He knows we got him! He knows we got him! Oh, wait, he knows he's caught. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away. We got him now. Oh, he knows he's caught. He's on the run. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial to tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? Just who is that boat shop caretaker? It's Yanni Yogi. I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Yikes. That was rough. Okay. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. It's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. It's his father. There were 3 people in the elevator that day. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. Oh, that makes so much sense. Do you remember in the Turnabout Sisters trial when it was a thing where Misty Faye, was it? Is that the name? Is that the name of it? Yeah, Misty Faye channeled the victim's spirit. So she would have channeled Gregory's spirit, right? Gregory Edgeworth. And that didn't work. But the reason why that didn't work, we don't know the reason why that didn't work. But now, if Gregory Edgeworth knew that his son killed him, does it stand to reason he wouldn't have said anything if he knew it would protect his son? And that's why channeling the spirit didn't work? That actually makes so much sense, and that's freaking genius. But that's also really freaking bad for Edgeworth. Oh boy. I mean, the game wants you to think. Well, does it? Oh, wait, music. So the timing of that makes me think the game wants you to think that it's related to the Gourd Lake thing, but it probably wants you to realize that it's talking about the DL6 incident, which is genius, but this could be really bad for Edgeworth. So we have one more day of investigations, and then one more day of trial. So let's make the best of it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye.